Okay. All right. How's everybody doing this beautiful day? I got my boy Brad in the building.
What's poppin'? What's great?
AKA Mr. Bentley Bars Entertainment.
Appreciate
you. Know what I'm saying? My man out here doing big things. You know, it's one of them things. Every time we get together, it's a good thing for me because you know you like my other brother from another mother,
right,
man.
It's a joke. It's always a joke. It's always a joke.
Like for real. And you know we've been working together for a while, and then after that, you know we still remain close to it all.
Definitely.
So you know what I'm saying. But my man out here doing big things right now. He got a couple deals coming in the future. He making moves. My man going to New York for some stuff. He out here in there.
I'm excited. I can't wait. There are a couple of different little projects going on right now.
Yeah, for sure, man. And plus, like, dog, I gotta give credit to you, bro, because you are, and like, look at Black excellence right here, man. Because I know we throwing that term around loosely nowadays, but you gotta look at it as the fact that we have young Black entrepreneurs like yourself, son, and me in the future, which I'm trying to build too. But you got your own company, dog. Give the people a rundown of your company, man.
Well, Bentley Bars Entertainment is a publishing, consultant, and producing company.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a management firm as well, but that's where the consultant comes in at.
Yeah.
Manage 2 artists right now. One is Millions, and the other one is Cash Mills. Getting a lot of feedback and collaboration with some other companies has been pretty cool. We worked with Larry Monroe, sponsored his event in January of this year, which was really cool. It was also my birthday, so I just turned 25. So you know we had to turn up. We had to turn up for that, bro.
Man, that 25 a hitter. That thing is a hitter. Man, but that's fire, bro. Because I look at it as the fact is you really building your own company, son. Like you your own entertainment company. Like what drove you into the entertainment sphere? Like what made you go this route?
It really wasn't as easy or came to about so like mind blinking or like light bulb going off type of thing. It really was more because I always wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I never really knew exactly what I wanted to do. I just wanted to own my own business. So it took for my sister to really ask me to kind of manage and oversee her as an artist, like help her with her booking, make sure I look over some contracts. And then one thing after another, I started managing her. And then I just loved the business. Like I booked her a show at the House of Blues, and it went really well. She opened up for Blake Owens. It was a really dope show. How did
sorry for cutting you off. How do you go about booking a show, son? Like,
bro,
because
oh my god.
Look, man, I was sitting there. I was like, man, I don't understand how you go about doing something like that, because
that's really where the connections come in at, and the hustle, because learning who to talk to, learning what to say, what to pitch, is really about that. Like, it took me so long to really find out who was over, like, the ticket process, the box office manager. Like, I just went and got personally cool with these people. And then the next thing you know, they started letting me know, like, different opportunities that was coming up.
Oh, yeah?
So they said, well, look, we'll do this opportunity. We'll give you tickets. Y'all sell the tickets and pay us back a percentage. And sometimes box offices will give you those consignment tickets. But you got to make sure you do your absolute best to give a positive light on the profit side of it.
Yeah.
Because then that's when you start building a rapport. Yeah. And then they'll ask you to come back. You know what I mean?
Because you're good for business.
Because you're good for business. So it was just really doing a lot of like groundwork, a lot of foundation building work, learning some people, you know what I'm saying? Learning, talking, networking. And I started managing a second artist, Young Pro. And he was one of my longest contracts because I had worked with him for maybe about 2 to 3 years. And he wound up branching off and going to Capitol Records. He had got like a little internship.
No.
Yeah, it was dope. Yeah, so he was cool. He was doing his own thing. Went to Cali. But then, so I left me with my other two artists.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been in school at Loyola University, just getting my education, trying to get as much stuff as I could get on my resume, build myself up.
As you should now.
Just right. Just, always critiquing my work ethic. I always want to be the best, come up with as many projects as I can. And after just getting that hands-on experience, I started being able to execute a lot of different things. Like Millions just opened up a currency at the 420
that
concert.
Was big. I wish I could have made it, dog. I wish I could have made it. I wanted to make it to that thing, dog.
My other artist, Cash, he just performed at the Holland Wolf. So it's been different little things and learning what venues are friendlier to your audience and who's more in your market. It's really more about the knowledge you should peep.
And how, like, I know it's a lot to handle with artists, son. Like, what is it like sitting there managing some artists? Because I know how it is, like, managing, like, people that you work with, dog. Artists, that those are creatives. They worrying about what kind of stuff they doing. They worrying about they certain art, how this gonna look in their head and picturing it out here and things like that. Do you scale some of these things back? Sometimes you be like, yo, look, this may not be like that because the budget is this.
Bro, you have to have those type of conversations. It's like,
oh my God,
it's inevitable. Like, you have to. And it's really more, you have to establish, like, damn near marriage. Like, y'all, like, one now when you become to manage an artist. So, y'all become, like, the best of friends as well, too. So, y'all learn to argue, but also understand and take, criticism, but also be able to enjoy the times and see where your growth is, what your potential is.
Oh, definitely.
So, it's really like a family bond, for real. So, and I've gotten that way with all my artists, even artists that I've worked with previously. I still have a good bond with them.
That's good, son, because usually sometimes people always whine and stuff about their management. They be like, sometimes they talk about, like, you gotta have artists, bigger artists these days. Like, you seen that thing with Lil Uzi Vert when he was talking about his management not putting out his music and stuff like that.
Right.
And they was holding on to it.
But I think, honestly, I did this program with HOB Music Forward. I was a panelist, a mentor, and an industry expert for the kids. And one of them asked me, well, how do you know who's the right manager for you? And I just felt like that step isn't something that you honestly hunt for. It's something that just happens, honestly.
Yeah, it just like clicks.
Like, it clicks. Like, and you can interview as many people as you want. I say always interview a person, but you'll know when a person is guiding you the right way, or is taking your music just as seriously as your career is theirs. Like, you'll feel it, you'll understand it, and it'll be just working chemistry. It'll just go hand in hand, and it won't have any mess ups. You'll have your arguments. Don't get me wrong, because
of course, son.
That's just the human nature. You know what I'm saying? But you won't feel comfortable about doing it with anybody else but the person, and having them be an overseer of everything you have going on, because your manager oversees your videos, your content, your music. Your schedule.
They're part of your entire life.
They're part of your entire agenda. Yes, your entire life. So y'all definitely work well together.
And that I look at that as completely fine, because you there with somebody and that person is next to you in the trenches the whole time, because y'all fighting for the same thing. Y'all fighting for the same dream of being at the top, son. So that's how I look at it.
Right.
And like, since you on the music side, what was like when you got in the studio the first time, son? Like that, like, when you walk in that thing and you hearing the music on them speakers, and how I always want to know how you judge like on music, because we all listen to music. Music is a part of our foundation as a people. Period. Music can determine how you feel at times.
That's crazy.
Like,
I actually had my own studio in my house. Yeah, it was in my little apartment. It was a 2-bedroom apartment, and me and son of my first artist, we opened up a studio out of the second bedroom. I had turned the whole second bedroom into a studio, and people would come over and record for hours and hours and hours.
Was you charging?
Hell yeah, I was charging. We wasn't charging corporate price, but hell yeah. Well, we want $20 for this beat. Like, at least you want to mix it, that's $10. We definitely documented some stuff down. But no, we did some projects and stuff, and then we worked with a couple of different people. That was another way I kind of like got my name very first started in the industry. It was from my studio. People know I was a house studio, but I purchased a lot of quality. So now, even though it's house filled, I still had a Bluebird microphone.
Yeah,
you know, I used Logic.
Sumner
was an A1 engineer. She was going to Tulane. So, you know, we may not have had the corporate size studio environment, but we were still A1 with quality, yes. So we would listen to a few different people, and certain people you just could tell is only doing it for the image, to put it in their bio, not for the love of it. You just telling something that you are pretty much following a story that you want a life that you wish you could live type of ordeal. You know what I mean? Like,
I know what you
some
mean.
of your lyrics are nothing that you can relate to, let alone your audience can relate to.
Yeah, you just making up some.
You just making up some
you
stuff.
Think it sounds good.
And then you have some people who really come out and put their heart on the beat, and you could tell this is something that they've really went through and experienced, and it comes out in just the energy of the song. The song then becomes a hit because it's natural, it's real, it's for you. And I just could tell who was passionate and who wasn't.
I understand.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, hell yeah, it makes sense because you look at it as the fact that, you know, the people that's not there for the right reasons, or that's there just to, you know, to try to make a quick buck or some shit that's not really there for the artistry, the putting forth that, because music is a grind, son. Music is a fucking grind.
Yes, they had the assistant manager for my music program that I go to for Loyola. She says that the music industry has been hijacked by corporate interests, but music still has a way to move the human soul.
It does.
And I was like, you know, that's a great analysis about that, because it's so true. Because it's like, you listen to music now compared to the music back then, where people would really talk about the toxic relationships and their feelings and how they actually felt about a woman. You know, now it's more of drugs, get money, you know, like be in a club, pop bottles, fuck bitches. You know, it's all about the hype of everything. It's not about what's really going on in life.
But then you got some artists that come out, son, that I think that actually help out our generation. Because know, our generation kind of fell off with
of course.
Because a lot of our
we still got our Coles, our Kendricks.
Yes.
We've definitely had this conversation multiple times, bro. We definitely have it. I just feel as though the whole social media and cloud of things has really changed the music industry's, I don't even want to say credibility, but just what they feel as though is talent and what's, you know, like soul music. Yeah. Like, I had an argument with an artist and I was like, soul music isn't druggy music. He was like, but drugs help me feel what's in my soul, so this soul music. And I'm like, no, my dude, like, this is not soul music. So you have people that really think like this, you know what I mean? So,
dog, that is funny, bro. I'm sorry.
Bro, serious. I'm so serious.
Oh,
you have people's
no,
perception of things completely twisted.
This dude like, yo, this weed making me
feel
it, bro.
This is making me feel it in my soul, man.
Oh man, bro. No, that
so
would
you
kill
got
me.
those.
That would kill me.
So you got those who look at all the superficial.
That. Nah, I'm recording a podcast. My brother lied. I just had the code for my brother just now. He lied. He lied to my dad.
It's all good.
He lied to me.
Call it go. I know you gotta go to call him.
Hell yeah.
I just lied.
I'm gonna let him know after, son. Because I just lied for him because we're gonna see the Avengers tomorrow. He told my dad I can't fucking work.
Come out tomorrow.
It came out tonight.
It came out tonight,
but it came out tomorrow.
I'm going to watch that bitch. I might go watch it tonight.
No, that bitch out now.
It's not out now, but I can go see it tonight, right?
It's out now.
Like, just go to the movies now, and I say, give me a ticket right now.
Oh, them bitches may be sold out.
Today.
Oh, son, we going in the morning. I'm talking about crack of dawn. 7:30. I'm waking up, and we going to Metairie.
Oh my God, son.
Son, I've been waiting on this shit.
I'm going to watch that this weekend. That is the
son. I've been waiting on that bitch for a minute. I was like,
since last year,
yes,
around this time,
I'm ready to the
like,
motherfucker, son. I'm ready to the bitch. I'm like, ooh, Avengers about to
kill everybody. Like,
son, snap the fingers and niggas gone, boy.
I was like, damn, nigga, finally lost. Nigga made me question the whole world existence at that point. Like, oh Lord, the world about to end.
The MCU done got us. MCU done fucked us over, dog.
I'm like, dog, so this is how it's gonna happen? This is how the fuck is gonna happen.
Son, oh fuck. I forgot what we was at, bro.
Hey, that's cool. You edited it anyway.
Yeah.
Keep all that shit. Just go. Nigga did not take that.
No.
Nigga said, let me look at the podcast. Nigga, I just cover for my brother. Like,
son,
boy, your daddy gonna be looking at me. Like, oh, really?
Nigga, boy, I'm glad he ain't got YouTube, boy. He got that flip phone like a bub, dog. Oh my God, bro.
That's funny. The Chronicles.
I don't fucking lied to him because I knew he wasn't going. I was like, he done told me he wasn't going. He told me that he was going to tell him. I didn't think he was going to call me and be like, what your brother got to do tomorrow? I didn't think he was going to say that shit, son. That's why I said we got a fucking job, man.
We got a job, nigga. We going to look for a job, nigga. What you mean?
He said, what you need a job for? I was like, I need more money.
Right.
I need more money. This nigga here, boy. Where was we at, dog?
I can't even remember.
I don't even remember neither. I don't even know if we keeping this, people. I don't even know if we keeping this. Alright. So I want to know, like, so what all goes into making a track? Like explain that to me, because I'm always an outside looking in. So we always, and I look at people have done music. I actually tried to do music. Like, I actually have. I look at people weird if they haven't broken down some raps in their life.
Get you.
Because you had to write down. Yes,
do this at least one point.
No, I got booklets of raps in my fucking house, son.
Facts. You might have catch a SoundCloud or two of me spitting.
Yo, I'm gonna look for that bitch, though.
You gotta find it, boy. You gotta find it. But so. And it was hard too, son. That was hard lyrics, bro. But anyway,
how was the beat? The beat was fire, huh?
It was a Rondo beat.
It was Rondo.
Remember Rondo?
Yes.
That was one. So you know that bitch was a hype beat. You know it was hype.
Hey, gets the people going, bro. That shit gets the people going, dog. Oh fuck, bro.
What goes into a track? Well, first, team wise, you need a producer, engineer if they aren't the same person.
Mm-hmm.
Producing the track, you gotta know what instrumentals you want, MIDI, different little instrumentals, keys, brasses.
Damn.
It goes into basses. It goes into especially the the type of track or type track that you would like.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the engineer. They're going to be the person to mix and master it.
Yeah.
And radio edit for the artists who use profane language and won't get put on the radio for nothing in the world.
Definitely.
Because all your tracks is just rated R. And then the artists, of course. So then they're the ones that put the lyrics to the beat.
How long does it usually... Do the artists get the beat beforehand of going in now? Or they hear it, they feel what they gonna say, and then they start writing. So
It
what
depends.
you been seeing?
I've seen perfect chemistry to where an artist and then a producer / engineer came together and they created everything from scratch. So they made the beat there, they made the hook and the verse, and that really are more of the hits because
that's magic.
That's magic. You know what I mean? Instead of having to limit yourself to the beat that's already made that you have to fit on and your flow has to fit on. You know what I mean?
You gotta go to what they done already made and you gotta scrunch it together and
vice versa. Having a person try to make a beat that fits something that you already wrote.
Yeah, because then they don't know how you how to get the minutiae.
Right.
They like, oh, I gotta put this here because he said this and this. I gotta put that drop there. Right.
It's more structured at that point. So, but sometimes it works. Sometimes an artist has gotten with a producer, and the producer now knows the artist and can make their type beats without them having to be there because they know their flow.
Yeah.
They know exactly the way they want to intro the beat or end the beat, or maybe start off a project, or maybe have a collab project to where, okay, I know he gonna kill such and such and such. Let me put a little opening right here in case he gonna put somebody hot on there. You know what I mean?
For sure. And then you got a whole bunch of ad libs. Now ad libs
Now ad libs the easiest part. Honestly.
That and it's starting to seem. Son, I ain't gonna lie. Some music I be listening to, and I be like, dude, the producer is really making 80% of the track, and you got the artist only on 20%.
Yep.
And everybody hype over the song because basically of the beat and the ad libs.
True.
Because sometimes the verse is okay, but then the verse only lasts maybe a minute, but you got the beat, the hook, and the ad libs lasting like 2 minutes and something seconds, and the song will hit because the producer just done put it all together and just put you on a verse.
Right.
That's it. And I just be like, Lord, that shit fire in a bit though. You got that shit rolling. It's fire.
It's fire. It's just magic, and it's chemistry magic that can only be cooked up in a certain lab, if that makes sense.
Hell yeah, it do. And I look at, I think music is one of the end-all be-alls because music, that's universal.
Right.
Music is universal. You can look at, you can be in a whole nother culture. You can be in Asia, Africa, whatever. Good music, regardless, is good to the ear.
And they'll travel.
Yes. Yeah. People, it goes. It's the reason why that song, Gangnam Style, whatever it was, that song had, I think, like 3 billion streams on just YouTube or something like that. And it was over here, over there, son. And then look at Despacito with Justin Bieber and them.
Right.
That song blew that out the water simply because
I feel like anything cultural though, because look at Juvie, back that ass up,
bruh.
Viral, like it went globally viral. Like you could hear that overseas. Like you hearing that at kids' bar mitzvahs. Like
yes, bro.
You know, white people having this as their wedding. Like this is the song to have at any family function. Like you gotta back that ass up. Like, and that hit billions. Like,
and then you know what always get me? The black people cookout songs, bro. Because that is I think everybody got the mix of the black people cookout songs.
Look at Beyonce to put a whole new twist.
Yes, you seen that?
For her homecoming album,
yes,
you know,
bro. I was like, no.
And then it has a bounce beat on it. Yeah,
she flipped it, and I was like, I ain't seen nobody flip it like that.
Cultural, just antique and cultural beats and flavors will never die.
Yeah,
because you gonna always have somebody try to, you know, add a little seasoning to it, try to make it new, try to make it pop again, make it flip again, you know.
And then look at what Jordan Peele did with This Is Us. When he flipped I Got Five on it.
Right.
That was the sign. Everybody was going crazy on that.
They flipped that beat a couple of times.
Yeah.
That was on Meek's Heaven and Hell. That was on no, yeah, that was on it.
Yeah, it was on that.
It was a couple of other tracks.
Yeah,
I heard they flipped it a couple of times. So.
But that's the first time I heard it like that. Like it had that eerie sound to it, where it was like, oh, they doing something else with this bill right here. They throwing this against the wall somewhere. It's slapping. I was like, oh, okay. And then last thing, I know we about to wrap this shit up, of course, but last couple things, dog. You are an actor, bro.
You like the series?
Yes,
the series?
Bro.
That's dope.
That was fire. That was fire.
Yes, y'all, I have a comedy series out. It's called Work Days with Najee. I'm acting. My character is Xander. I'm a special character too.
Dog.
But you gotta peep it out. It's starring my girl. Everything else, she's hilarious. Jay Dorsey, a few others. Like the whole cast of characters. You got to see my girl Sydney.
That jump was fun.
Brian, it was hilarious.
That jump
was hilarious.
That had me joke, boy. When you started saying, oh man, bro, y'all, it's actually on YouTube. It's a web series. I actually saw it at the premiere. He invited me to the premiere to that Dillard.
It was dope.
That was funny and it was good. Y'all need to watch it. It's about what, 6 episodes? I watched all 6 of them.
Yep.
I watched all 6 of them. Then y'all gonna do a season 2 for that thing?
Yeah, season 2 is actually having auditions on the 27th at Dillard University.
Oh, for sure. That's fine.
Yeah, season 2 coming. It's gonna be something completely different. You know, we're gonna come with the jokes.
I was dying. That junk had me laughing, bro.
Cool.
That was the one a tight moment for me. I was like, man, I'm going to support my boy in the TV show. That was the first time I was like, man, I know a nigga that's an actor.
Facts. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that.
For sure, man. Alright, last thing.
What's up?
What's going on with Sony, man?
Man, I'm about to be out there for 6 weeks, and I'm so excited, bro. Oh my God, to join them, work with some of their artists, work with some of their other managers. Like, it's really gonna be cool. And then I will say the subsidiary label I'm working for, but I don't want to ruin it. Like,
hey, man,
it's gonna be so dope. It's gonna be so dope.
Oh, that is a major, bro.
But I will drop some artist names. Smoke Deezer. You got YFN Lucci.
Oh, no, he popping right now.
You got De Niro.
He popping right now.
Yeah, that's who I'm definitely going collab with, work up under and study, and just it's a learning experience, and that's how I'm looking at it too, bro. You know, I'm blessed to definitely be able to get this opportunity.
Sure, it's high. Networking is one of the most important things. People skills and all that, because that's what help you get through the door.
Right.
And people help people, son.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all know what it is.
Definitely stay tuned.
Yeah.
Billy Bars Entertainment gonna be hitting with you some more heat the rest of the year, all 2019. I appreciate y'all for listening.
For sure. Hey, man, everything is what it is. Y'all know how we end this. You know what I'm saying? And also, Kayla, if you out there, hit me up. But I always say that, son, because
he said, "Hold up, let me put my little shout outs out right quick. Hold up, I gotta get your big hit me right quick."
Hey, she knows if she out there, hit me up, you know, because I be saying that it be. I always think about it like when they get a wide thing on YouTube, when this thing really start getting millions of views and all that.
Boom.
Kayla Davis finally gonna hit me up, and I'm gonna be like, you know what? You was my girl from the beginning, you know.
Facts. She gonna own your video like I say. I own the video.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hey, stay away from my money. Stay away from my money, dog. But everything is what it is. Y'all enjoy yourselves. Have a blessed one. We love y'all.
Peace.
Woo.